Okay, hello. So, welcome to NEET Academy. So, today this is the part 3 of previous year questions of NEET 2018. First, we are going to see. Okay, so let's move on to the first question. That is, select the correct sequence of organs in the alimentary canal of cockroach starting from mouth. So, you need to remember that the cockroach alimentary canal starts from pharynx, okay, then esophagus, and after esophagus, crop. Like in us, we have stomach. The in cockroach alimentary canal, after esophagus, the food enters in crop, then gizzard. In gizzard, there is grinding of food takes place, and after gizzard, finally into ileum, then colon, and then rectum. So answer is first. Okay. So moving on to next question, if you see which of the following pairs of gases is mainly responsible for greenhouse effect? So you must remember that in this question they have asked only about the names of gases which is responsible for greenhouse effect, but in many questions they can also be ask you that their percentage, because this diagram, if you can see, okay, this diagram, it has been taken directly from your NCERT book. Okay, so you must remember the percentage of each and every gas, because question can ask you about the percentage. They will give you wrong percentage or correct percentage, and you have to find out. Okay, so remember always that carbon dioxide is most, that is 60%, methane 20%, CFC is 14%, and N2O is 6%. So in this question you will see the gas is responsible for greenhouse effect. So answer is B, that is carbon dioxide and methane. Okay, moving on to the next question. Third, it has been asked you which of the following muscular disorder is inherited. For this question you must remember that tetany. Okay, first we'll see each and every one of the following, and then we'll see which is the correct answer. So tetany is nothing but it's a muscular spasm which is due to low calcium in body fluid. Then if you see myasthenia gravis is an autoimmune disorder which leads to paralysis of skeletal muscles. Okay, and then comes your botulism, which is a nothing but a food poisoning which is caused by a bacterium Clostridium botulinum. And muscular dystrophy, which is the answer for this question, it is a progressive degeneration of skeletal muscle due to genetic disorder. Okay, so it has been asked which is inherited. So muscular dystrophy is inherited genetic disorder. Okay, so answer is 2, muscular dystrophy. Moving on to the next question, that is, the ciliated epithelial cells are required to move particles of mucus in a specific direction. Okay, so next question is, the ciliated epithelial cells are required to move the particles in or mucus in a specific direction. In humans, these cells are mainly present in. So you have to remember that the answer is 4, that is bronchioles and fallopian tubes, because in bronchioles if you see the particles and the mucus, they are moved in a specific direction through these cilia, that is ciliated epithelial cells. And if we talk about fallopian tube, in fallopian tube also particles and mucus plus the ovum which is being moved in a specific direction. With the help of these ciliated epithelial cells, ovum are also moving in a direction. So answer is 4, bronchioles and fallopian tubes. Last question for today's topic. So that is, you have to see there is a this is a question of CVS. Okay, you have to match column 1 with column 2. Okay, so the thing is, you have been given a graph. Sorry, you have not been given a graph. I have brought this to let you know like what is going on. Okay, the question is only given, this is the question. Okay, so P wave, if you can see, P wave is responsible for P wave represents the depolarization of atria. Okay, if you'll see here, QRS is responsible for the depolarization of ventricles, and T wave, it is responsible for the repolarization of ventricles. Okay, so if you will mark that 1 ka it will be 4, right? Depolarization of atria. Then 2 ka it will be 1, B ka 1, that is depolarization of ventricles. Then C ka repolarization of ventricles, and D, which is telling that if there is reduction in the size of T wave, if there is reduction in the size of T wave, so it represents, if the T wave has been T wave represents the that is insufficient supply of oxygen is being there to heart, then this T wave का size reduce हो जाएगा if there is insufficient supply of oxygen, and that happens in coronary ischemia. So the answer is A, that is 1. Okay, so that's it for today. We have done 5 questions, and we'll be solving more previous year questions. So till then, stay tuned to our channel. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you. All the best.